Sad, sad days, people. Try to give you a lowdown real quick. You seen the title, amps blown. No joke. What was happening is I had a guy coming down to look at my subs because I was going to do a rebuild. Run some more powerful subs, less of them. And he actually drove 2 hours to get here. And he got in. I'll tell you, 3 weeks prior to him coming down, I gave a demo of this truck where it sets. It has not moved. It hadn't moved before that, hadn't moved after that. But everything was working fine. Sorry, I have a cold. Anyway, I'll show you. What? I flipped this bitch around. Stupid camera. Sorry, my camera got stupid on me. My phone, smartphone. Anyway, here's what happened. He got in here to get a demo. I started my truck, which I was setting over there. As I always do, got my voltage legit to 15 volts, which is where I like to demo it. No higher because I just worry about car, electrical, you know, because everything's all hooked in. And I flipped my switches. Doot, like I always do. This is my voltmeter. This switch is fine. Nothing happened with that. I had that on before anything. But like I normally do, I flip boop, boop. So I don't know what caused it, which caused it, what may have caused it. But I'll just say I flipped those switches. I heard a very loud kind of growl, kind of pop kind of deal. And I'm guessing is the popping was the caps and that 7500 right there. Luckily, this 7500 is not hooked up because I was only needing one to run the 6 subs that I have in here right now. But it was fucking crazy. Scared the shit out of me, really, because, you know, this is a little cab. Scared the guy that came because he's just getting into audio and he's wanting to go like big. This bitch was smoking. Smoke was rolling out the top of there. Scared the shit out of me. I didn't see any smoke coming out of my 4-channel right there. I actually have it down right now. I usually have it mounted up, but I took it down to try to see if the fuses were popped, which they are not. Yeah, I don't know if that's blown. I'm actually getting ready to take that, hook it up in my Eclipse real quick, and see if it turns on, but it's not turning on. That is definitely fucked up. I haven't cracked it open or done anything with it. Hoping my one over here is fine. I don't think I had my remote hooked up to it, but it's like all the power and everything's running to it, you know, always running to it. But it's like right when I hit my switches, which are my remote turn-ons, it just blew up, man. And how I have them running is everything looks crazy because I was trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. I actually have a distribution block down here. See it up there? I actually have a power wire running from it to my battery here in the cab, and I have my wires running over from it to my switches, and then from my switches back there to my amplifiers, which is how I've always done it in here. And you know, it makes it where I can switch them all, so I can turn them off, turn them on. But yeah, sad fucking day, man. This was like a few days ago. Bummed because he drove a long way. I couldn't show him the sub, so you know, I can't, until I can sell them, I can't buy other ones. But yeah, I'm gonna try hooking that guy up in my car and seeing what it does. Dang it. In case for some crazy reason you're like, what is he running in his other car? Well, this is my daily, and this is just my rear dusty. I haven't dusted back here in a while. This is my A3 Pro 3000 2-channel. No, it doesn't do 3000 watts, you fools. But I don't need 3000 watts to 4 mids in here, a couple tweets. It does fine for what I want for my daily driver, but luckily I have it right here on top. The A7 2K just runs my sub. Does great. But yeah, luckily this is on top, so I can just take this off and put my other one on the Euphoria and test it very simply. Okay, so that amp is out. Very simple. I tape up all my wires. I don't give a shit what I do. My ground, power, and my remote gets taped. I don't care how you feel about taping ground. You ain't gotta tape the grounds. Man, you know how much we pay for these amplifiers? Obviously you do, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're a kid and you ain't bought one yet, but they're not cheap, man. Even the cheap ones are a bitch to replace. This guy right here is not cheap. This is the newer Euphoria line. I haven't even taken the fucking ends off over here, but that's an output, so I don't need to. But man, I fucking barely even played this amp. My fuses, sorry, my fuses all look good, you know. Always keep my shit clean. Try to keep everything, you know, my wires and everything okay. There's like no burnt spots or nothing. It doesn't smell bad. Like my 7500 smells burnt. The inside of my whole truck smells burnt. It smells like a burnt amp. But I'm really hoping this one's not messed up also. It's a huge loss, man. I mean, this shit's not cheap, and I'm just a regular smo. You know, I'm a fucking plumber and my wife works. So it sucks when this shit happens. I don't just go out to my bank account and buy another one. It takes a lot of money and time and work to buy this crap. So when something bad happens, especially just out of the blue, like I don't even know what happened. I still don't. I don't know if a mouse maybe chewed a wire or what. But anyway, sorry for the rambling. I'm gonna hook this up. I just want to see if it turns on. I mean, really. I mean, my lights weren't coming on, nothing in my truck. So I'm gonna hook it up. Cross my fingers. All right, folks, there it is. Power ground and remote. I know it looks shitty because the tape's falling off because I pulled it out of my other one. I need to redo that, but I want to see a light come on. I'm almost scared, you know. Oh man, my blue light's on. You see it? The light's on. So that means I'm gonna put my RCA's in it and hook up a couple speakers and see if it works. If so, I'm pretty stoked about that one. Okay, now's the moment of truth. Got my RCA's in there. Yes, those are cheap ass RCA's that came with this car, so I kept them. Just a couple, ow, fucking cramp, man, I'm getting old. Just 4 speakers in here, a tweeter. This tweeter fell out. Wow, wow. These are from an S5 set, component set. S9, that was poked before I got it. Actually, a buddy gave me these 6.5. They're really awesome. From the S9 component set. And I just got a couple Pioneers back here. Pioneer 3-ways I like a lot. Now's the moment of truth. My blue light came on. I know you can't see that, and I apologize. I just want to hear sound. I don't want to see, I want to hear it.
I'm a bigger problem when I click with Skrillex. Murder on my mind, it's time to pray to God. My revolver's not religious, the revolution's born. You wanna know my name? Go and steal a song. You wanna know my name? Go and steal a song. Headshot, oh my God, Rolex and the Grammy Award.
it's really good news. Really good news. Happy about that. My 4-channel's not blown. So yeah. What else was I thinking? Yeah, I think I had a guy that was actually going to fix it or something. Jake Jesty from Team DB Drive, and I believe he's still with Diptex. Excuse me. If he ever watches this video, thanks for the offer, whatever you were going to try to do on that. Those guys down there are awesome down at Diptex. I wish I lived around where they are from in Texas, but I don't. I live far away in Indiana. But I'm pretty stoked about that. I think everything's good on my 4-channel. So unfortunately, I still have to strip my truck down and try to figure out what made my mono block do what it did. Some kind of weird spike. I don't know why this wasn't turning on either when I flipped the switch on it after everything went down. I don't know if it turned on in the first place, but woo! All right. Well, I have a backup 7500, so I'll just have to get the other one fixed. Also, one other thing before I go that I want to clear up real quick. I said a minute ago that I keep my shit clean, or I try to keep my shit clean. I want you to remember, you see things like this? See this tape falling off? This system, like this amp and the 2K underneath here, this sub, this battery, has all been in here for years. I'm thinking going on 3.5, something like that, 3.5 years. I haven't hardly touched it. Just a little tuning. I've messed with my 6x9s back here and the 6.5s. But as for like the amp and stuff, like this amp rack has been in here, I know, for at least 3.5 years, because I built it just for these 2 amps, that amp and my 2K underneath. So remember, you know, things like this happens when this isn't a hatch. See, that's a hatch. So the sun has been beating down this for like 4 years. You notice my duct tape is faded here. It says I love bacon. So keep that in mind when you give yourself a giggle about he keeps his shit clean when you see it all dusty and stuff, which yes, I do need to dust on it and everything, but and I'm not perfect, so you know, I know I'm not fucking perfect. Leave me alone. I gotta blow the amplifier. I love you guys.